Session, and what a wonderful way to finish it, to have the new Commonwealth Minister of State to give us the benefit of his views. Zach Goldsmith is almost a household name because of his great green credentials and the wonderful things he's done for the sustainability in this country. He came with me to Malta in advance of CHOGM, and then he got stolen away to become a mayoral candidate, I think it was, Zach. And so sadly, you haven't been engaging with the Commonwealth much since then, but now you're back in full force and vigor, and how lucky we are to have him speaking to us now. So please, a Commonwealth welcome for Zach Goldsmith.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jonathan. It was nearly a decade ago, and if I remember, it was a long time ago. I have a feeling my speech that I actually delivered bore no resemblance whatsoever to the topic I'd been invited to speak about, but I got a very polite round of applause all the same, and it'd be appreciated if I could have another one at the end of this one. Thank you so much. Thank you for the intro. Thank you to the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council for pulling this incredible summit together and bringing together this just immeasurably valuable family of nations. I understand, I've just heard that you have, over the last 2 days, you've had 31 countries represented here, which is really a staggering feat. And it is wonderful to see so many of you. And Your Excellency, I saw a second ago, it's lovely to see you as well. And thank you for sponsoring one of the prizes. I know this has been a fantastic opportunity to boost investment and trade partnerships and to look for all the opportunities for joint ventures that undoubtedly exist. And I know that innovation and great ideas have been right at the forefront of this summit. And we're going to see in a few moments one of the recipients of today's Green Business Award, Planet Green Africa, well-deserved recipient. They work to effectively take a problem and turn it into a lucrative solution. They turn agricultural waste into fuel, which is exactly the kind of innovation and effort that the world needs, not only supporting clean and renewable energy and helping that transition that we all have signed up to in various ways, but boosting Malawi's economy and promoting opportunities for women as well. Another example, I believe they're here today, is Tingo, who provide farmers in Nigeria with the smartphone platform that they need in order to reach out to international markets. There is just so much good work going on across the Commonwealth, and we're absolutely determined in the UK, and me in my new capacity as Minister for the Commonwealth, to ensure that all of us, new members and old, are able to tap into and benefit from that work. The UK government's new Developing Countries Trading Scheme is part of that. I'm sure you are aware of it. It's designed to cut the red tape to make it cheaper and easier for countries across the Commonwealth to export their goods and products to the United Kingdom. And it's win-win. Our householders here in the UK get lower prices, more choice, but the countries engaging in that trade benefit through increased trade. And we're working to make that scheme more generous, and we're working to lower those barriers that exist still further. We're supporting the small island developing states. I'm always told off when I use that term because most of them are huge ocean states, but technically they are small island developing states, helping them to strengthen their resilience to climate change, including through a £36 million Sustainable Blue Economies programme. And our development finance institution, the British International Investment, is doing some incredible work in Commonwealth countries right across Africa and Asia in partnership with the private sector, including a number of organizations that are here today. Now, BII is tasked with driving finance towards countries and regions that really need it, and to do it in a way that also addresses so many other challenges that we face, not least climate change, which for all of us is existential, but for small island developing states and the climate vulnerable countries, it is particularly acute as a threat. Now, as COP26 presidents, the UK last year moved mountains in order to bring nature from the margins of the debate on climate change and put it right at the heart of our collective response to it. And we did that because there is no credible pathway to net zero. There is no solution to climate change, no way we can stay within 1.5 degrees unless we massively escalate our efforts to protect and restore the natural world. And despite that, and we think that nature has anything up to 50% to offer. 50% of the problem can be solved through working differently with the natural world. Around 1/3 of emissions come from poor use of land degradation. But despite that colossal role of nature, both negative and positive, we spend about 2% of global climate finance on nature. So at COP26, we really set out to try and change that. But it's more even than climate change. Nature is self-evidently the source of everything we have. It's the source of everything we need. And as we erode and destroy natural systems, then we begin to lose those free services that nature provides: clean and reliable water, fertile soils, drought and flood prevention, and so much more besides. So increasingly, we've made nature-based solutions a core focus as well of BII, along with the entirety of our ODA portfolio. And this includes BII's more recent pledge to invest around $200 million in hydropower projects across Africa, helping to meet energy demands of around 3 million people. The joint venture is expected to support the creation of nearly 200,000 jobs, avoid at least 270,000 tons of CO2, and provide enough clean electricity to meet the equivalent demand of over 3 million people. Now, so far this year, BII has already delivered $500 million in climate investments around the world, including to a great many Commonwealth partners. For example, the Africa Forestry Impact Platform, which promotes the sustainable growth of the sector while reducing deforestation and improving livelihoods across sub-Saharan Africa. BII has also set a target for 1/4 of all new investments to promote projects that support women, empowering women and girls to play their full and critically important roles in the economy. And that includes a recent investment in a female-led fintech company, Kinada Capital, to open up affordable finance for entrepreneurs across India. Now, over the next 5 years, BII will continue to expand its work across more Commonwealth nations, particularly in the Indo-Pacific and Caribbean, with a focus on green investments. And across the full range of our diplomatic and development work, the UK is committed to improving our offer to Commonwealth partners, to doing more to work with you, promoting innovation, boosting trade, championing investment, tackling shared challenges, not least challenges like climate change. The Commonwealth is the greatest club in the world. It's a family of diverse and wonderful nations. The success of one is the success of all. And I'm completely determined, as I know my friend Jonathan here is, that we in the UK will do absolutely everything we can to support that family using all the tools we have at our disposal and to tackle some of the single greatest challenges we've ever faced as a species, but to do so together. Thank you so much for having me today, and congratulations to those who've won the prize.
Well, thank you very much, Zach, and it's great to hear the commitment of the UK government, and I know that we're in safe hands with you, and it's great that you are the new Minister for it, and congratulations. Now, as many of you will know, I was privileged to be able to announce at Glasgow COP that the Bangladeshi Prime Minister was sponsoring a prize in name of her father, and also Sheikh Hasina's drive for green and sustainable energy. And we were tasked, the CWIC was of setting up a panel, which I'm so grateful to my friend Justin Mundy for chairing. He, of course, was Prince of Wales's sustainability czar, and has been an advisor to the World Bank and things like that on sustainability, has been at the forefront of it for years, so he kind of knows what he's talking about most of the time. And I'm also incredibly grateful to the High Commissioner, Saida, who has really pushed us very hard to make sure this happened and has done a brilliant job on behalf of her country here. And of course, the great Salman, who is with us, who has been the person who has gathered together the funds to make this prize happen. And we're very, very privileged to be involved in such a prestigious award. But first, before we present the award, Saida, Muna, I'd love you to come up and say a few words, if you would. And then after that, I'd like Salman to come up afterwards. And then Justin will finish off. Thank you very much. Oh, good. Yeah, just go up to the podium. That's lovely. Thank you.
The Honourable Advisor to Bangladesh Prime Minister for Private Industry and Investment, His Excellency Mr. Salman Rahman, the Right Honourable Lord Goldsmith, His Majesty's Government's Minister for FCDO for Commonwealth, Overseas Territories, Climate, Energy, Environment, Lord Marlon of Ostock, a very odd man from an odd place, but our great friend, and the Chair of CWEIC, yes, well, I was just following your sense of humor. And, and Mr. Justin Mundy, who's not yet here, but he was the chair of the jury board for this award, and the winner of the first Commonwealth Bangladesh Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Green Investment Award from Malawi. Congratulations to you, the last one. And our members of our Federation for Business, Chamber and Commerce who are traveling from Bangladesh, as well as every distinguished participant in this really, really wonderful Commonwealth Trade Investment Summit. Assalamu alaikum. As you're aware, as Lord Marlon just mentioned, that as High Commissioner of Bangladesh to the United Kingdom and as member of the Board of Governors in the Commonwealth, this is a very proud moment for me and for my country, and very proud moment for planet Earth as well. As member of the Commonwealth, we have been pursuing 4 agenda in the Commonwealth, and we are so proud that today we have amongst us the Commonwealth Minister from, and after he's become assigned this responsibility, this is the first time I meet him, so congratulations, Lord Goldsmith, on this wonderful portfolio that you have. So we are pursuing climate under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. She was the president of Climate Vulnerable Forum during COP26, and Lord Goldsmith did participate in one of the dialogues that our High Commission had organized last year. And we were the CVA president, we were engaging with COP26, demanding that emissions be cut, otherwise we cannot survive. Our survival depends on the emissions cuts and arrest the 1.5 degrees. And I remember he said, and I brought a quote, "We are absolutely committed both to listening and to amplifying the voices of climate vulnerable nations, and to working with Bangladeshi partners to deliver the highest possible ambition and the resilient recovery that we now need." And thank you for that support. At COP26, CVF of COP26 really collaborated, and there, at that forum, Lord Marland and Commonwealth Secretary General announced this award. Why is this a glorious day for us? Because this award is named after the founding father of Bangladesh, who the BBC has rated as the greatest Bengali of all time. Because after the British had left us in 1947 with Pakistan, there was only one country that fought a liberation war and became independent, and that was Bangladesh. So the greatest Bengali of all time and the undisputed leader of Bengali freedom movement, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and I'd like to pay my tribute to him for that. In 2018, when Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina came to the London Shogam, there she had committed to 2 things. She was very inspired by her late Majesty, and she dedicated, and I quote from her speech, "The people of Bangladesh join me in congratulating the Queen and are dedicating to her, under the project Queen's Commonwealth Canopy, a small sal forest in Pirganj in Thakurgarh district in Bangladesh. This has connected Bangladesh to the initiative taken under the Queen's Canopy of preserving rainforest and endangered forest in the Commonwealth space. The sal forest is a very special tree. It is dedicated to some tribal goddess. It's a very holy tree. It is found only in 3 countries in the world, Bangladesh, India, and Nepal. Perhaps it has something to do with Buddhism, but that was brought under by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina under the Queen's Canopy. The other thing she committed is As you know, that she has quadrupled Bangladesh's GDP 4 times from 2009 to 2022, under 100 billion to 430 billion US dollars. She is a prime minister with a business agenda. And that is why in 2018, when the London Commonwealth Shogum set the target of 2 trillion US dollars of inter-Commonwealth trade, she volunteered to take the lead of Commonwealth business-to-business connectivity agenda. And since then, Bangladesh has been leading the B2B connectivity agenda in the Commonwealth. We've organized from the High Commission 3 conferences on that, and we are very pleased to participate at the Commonwealth CWIC Trade Investment Summit. So she took the lead in B2B, and currently we are working towards that goal. And of course, the other 2 agenda is women, empowering women within the Commonwealth, girls' education, and mental health. So with all these 4 agenda, we are very pleased that this year, when our commitment to climate and climate vulnerability and 3 alliances that we've joined the United Kingdom, including the one that Lord Goldsmith is pursuing, the High Ambition Coalition for Nature and People. We've just joined it this year. Before that, we joined the Ambition Action Alliance with the United Kingdom, as well as the Oceans Alliance 3030. With all these alliances, we look forward to taking our common aspirations for having a greener planet. And I hope this award, which I take great pride in that I could do this as High Commissioner, would really inspire other Commonwealth countries to come forward. Congratulations once again to the Planet Green Africa from Malawi. And I hope this award will enhance Bangladesh's trade and business relationship with African countries. After all, this is the age of Asia, not only Asia, but this is the age of Africa. So we hope a great Asia Alliance, Asia-Africa Alliance will be built within the Commonwealth with this award. Thank you very much, and thank you to Lord Marland.
Salman, please. Justin, would you mind just coming up on the stage as well so that you can finish off after Salman? Thank you. Thank you. Saida, come and sit here, please. What did you call me earlier? I might just push you off the stage.
The Right Honourable Lord Goldsmith, Minister for Overseas Territories and the Commonwealth of His Majesty's Government. My dear friend, Lord Jonathan Marland, Chairman of the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council, Her Excellency Saida Tasneem, High Commissioner of Bangladesh to the UK, Mr. Justice Mundy, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to you all. It is an honor for me to be representing my Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, at the first Commonwealth Bangladesh Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Green Investment Award, organized by the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council during this very successful Commonwealth Trade and Investment Summit 2022. And I would really like to congratulate Lord Marland for having this very successful summit. I begin by paying my respects to Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, who served as head of the Commonwealth for 7 decades with utmost dedication and dignity. My very best wishes also to His Majesty King Charles III, who has already taken exceptional leadership in championing climate and business in the Commonwealth. On this special occasion, I pay my profound homage to our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, whose 23 years of freedom struggle led Bangladesh to independence in 1971. It was Bangabandhu who laid the foundation of a vibrant and value-based diplomatic relationship with the United Kingdom during his historic meeting on 8th January 1972 at number 10 with Conservative Prime Minister Sir Edward Heath. This was when he was actually released from prison from Pakistan, and on his way to Bangladesh, it was a stopover he made in London and had the opportunity of meeting Prime Minister Heath at that time. So it was a very, very historic moment for both our countries. It was Bangabandhu who led Bangladesh's membership to the Commonwealth on 18th April 1972. Bangabandhu was a visionary leader from the global south who dedicated his life to promoting democracy, freedom, peace, justice, and tolerance, values that are core to the Commonwealth. protecting the environment and nature was central to Bangabandhu's Golden Bengal vision. The government of Bangladesh is therefore grateful to the CWEIC and the Commonwealth, in particular, the Lord Marland of Woodstock, chairman of CWEIC, and Baroness Patricia Scotland, Secretary General of the Commonwealth, for very befittingly launching the Bangabandhu Green Investment Award at the COP26 last year in the presence of the Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina. I also want to thank Her Excellency Saida Tasneem, Bangladesh High Commissioner to the UK and the Commonwealth, for her innovative initiative to propose a Green Investment Award at the Commonwealth to honor the life and legacy of a great leader on the 50th anniversary of Bangabandhu's membership to the Commonwealth. And I would also like to thank her, just as Lord Marland said, for pursuing after launching it, for pursuing this, for this to happen today. So thank you very much, High Commissioner. I'm delighted to inform the summit that the Bangladesh Investment Development Authority, under our Prime Minister's office, has joined the CWEIC as its official strategic member since last year. As the Commonwealth's business-to-business connectivity lead country, Bangladesh looks forward to strengthening its partnership with CWEIC's global network to accelerate our actions one step closer to the intra-Commonwealth trade target of $2 trillion by 2030. Dear friends, over the past 1 decade, under the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, Bangladesh has leapfrogged itself into South Asia's fastest growing economy with an average growth rate of over 6.5%. In 2019, our pre-COVID growth was 8.2%. And even in the post-COVID, our economy of 165 million people recovered at 6.5% last year. According to the Boston Consulting Group, HSBC, and UK Centre for Business and Economic Research, CEBR's 2022 projections, Bangladesh currently is the world's 32nd largest economy, is on track to emerge a $1 trillion economy by 2040. But our growth will not be at the cost of our environment. Bangladesh's commitment to a just and secure energy transition to a low-carbon economy remains unwavering. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, as the president of the 56-member Climate Vulnerable Forum at the COP26, not only demanded major emission cuts by developed nations, but also set an example by cancelling 10 coal-based power plants in Bangladesh. Alongside our high growth projections, she has also adopted the Bangladesh Delta Plan 2100 for sustainable water resources and unfolded the Mujib Climate Prosperity Plan Decade 2030 for transition to a low-carbon development pathway. We are also aiming for a 40% renewable energy by 2041. Through carbon budgeting, decarbonization of manufacturing pathways, and low-carbon industrialization, Bangladesh today boasts 171 US-led green apparel factories, the highest in the world, with 44 platinum and 94 gold, an unmatched credential in green apparel growth. As you are aware, Bangladesh is one of Bangladesh's main strength of the economy is our textile sector and our apparel growth. And recently, what we have now been doing is, as you know, the circular economy is what is coming into being, and we want to make Bangladesh into the recycling hub of the world. And the reason for this is that in pre-production waste, we are the highest, Bangladesh produces a huge amount of pre-production waste. And already a number of large recycling companies from America, from Europe, have set up, have established recycling plants. And I think this is something which, for the green economy, is going to be very, very beneficial. At the Commonwealth, where 34 of the 56 members countries are LDCs, LLDCs, SIDs, small states, or CVF countries, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, as the CVF president, created the first CVF Commonwealth Climate Prosperity Partnership at the COP26 with the Commonwealth Green Climate Financing Hub. At Kigali, along with Rwanda, Bangladesh pursued mainstreaming of mental health at the heart of the Commonwealth's climate agenda. It is in this spirit that today, as Bangladesh's Investment and Private Industry Minister, it makes me truly happy to see that CWEIC's independent judges panel has selected a green agriculture recycle business from a landlocked African country to award the first Commonwealth Bangladesh Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Green Investment Award. I hope the Bangabandhu Green Investment Award will continue to inspire more SMEs from across the Commonwealth to innovate and engender green technologies for its sustainable and greener future. I really would like to offer my heartiest congratulations to the winner and would like to thank the jury board as well as the CWEIC for all the logistics which was needed for making this award possible today. I hope the spirit of Bangabandhu, Mujib, the eternal, will live on with this award across the Commonwealth. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu. Thank you all very much, and it has really been a pleasure to be here with you all today. Thank you.
Well, Salman, you've been a great friend to us, and we're so grateful for the support that you've given our organisation. And as I said earlier, it was a privilege. I'm now going to ask Justin Mundy, who's a great expert and has spent a huge amount of time with my team selecting from this panel, which has been exciting, to describe the award, and then with Zach, pleased to present the award to the winner. But Justin, over to you for a few minutes. Let's sit down for a second.
Your Excellency, Honourable Advisor, Excellency High Commissioner, Lord Marland, Lord Goldsmith, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed and honoured guests. I realise that we are indebted to the High Commissioner for having led with such strength the determination to have this award, and we are indebted to her for that. Also, I realise I am indebted to her because I have yet to write my Christmas card to Lord Marland, and I now know the address to which it should be sent. So I can't thank you enough. It's going to be a wonderful joy to see if a Christmas card gets to the odd man from an odd place in Wiltshire. So thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a great honour and a privilege to be chair of the advisory panel, and it was a remarkable set of really innovative and interesting suggestions which were put forward. I'm sure many of you have done this before, and you slightly sort of wonder what is going to come upon your plate. I was enormously surprised and really delighted that from around the Commonwealth such fascinating ideas should have been brought up and should be doing so much good. And the fact that there is only one prize winner today is by no means in any way deleterious to the other fantastic projects which are going on, all of which will have a very significant impact. But on behalf of the judging panel, I am delighted to announce that this year's winner of the Commonwealth Bangladesh Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Green Investment Award goes to, as you will have heard, Planet Green Africa. And I'm delighted too that Manbure Kempeza is here representing Mawari Kempeza, who is the CEO of Planet Green Africa. And it gives me great pleasure for him to ask him to come up on the stage and also for Lord Goldsmith to give the award. Thank you very much.
Here he comes.
Well done. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Congratulations. We're going to do this so people can see. You know this? Always absolute beauty. Yeah. You want to hold this? How do we do this?
Go around the other side, Justin. You go around next to
Do you want to go in the middle?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you should be in the middle.
Just going forward a bit so you're more central. Just, in fact, if you walk around.
Let's move over this way, I think.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. So nice and close if you would. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed with 6.9% growth.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
It was so good.
Well, it remains for me now to close the show, as it were, and to thank, firstly, all of you for coming. It's you who make this event, and it's been an extraordinary turnout from 31 countries across the world and states, which is a testament itself to the Commonwealth. I want to thank Zenith Bank, Jim Ovia, who's not with us, but I hopefully will see him later, TPP, our great health tech friends from Leeds, and of course Tingo Mobile from Africa, Nigeria, who've been so generous to make this event possible. And it wouldn't, of course, be possible without the Lord Mayor and the Aldermen and members of the Lord Mayor and Guildhall staff who have given of their premises. And I can see a former Lord Mayor, one of our great supporters, Alan Yarrow, in the front, who's made so much of this possible for us over the last 7 or 8 years. So please pass on our thanks, Alan, to all the team that have been so supportive. But again, I want to thank you. And because this has been such a great event, I'm happy to announce that we are going to, with the current chair in office, Rwanda, have another Commonwealth Trade and Investment Summit in Kigali on the 15th and 17th of May. So book your flights now. It'll be a great event. It was a great event in June last year in Rwanda. It's a great place to go to, and I look forward to seeing you all there. And those of you that are strategic partners, I look forward to seeing you in a few minutes' time. But thanks to you all for making this such a great event.